Hello and welcome to the Brave Unit. I am so happy to have you as part of our unit, and welcome. You guys may be wondering, like, why the Brave Unit? Why that name? Well, I just will tell you a real quick background, real quick. I was in director qualification the very first time. I actually earned a trip to Texas. It was Houston, Texas, and it was pretty amazing. And I heard a song while I was there by Nicole Norman. She's a Christian singer, and the song is called Brave. So I really urge you to look it up on YouTube. It's a pretty awesome song, but that song really inspired me and pushed me over the edge to do more and to be more and to be the best I could be and to become a sales director. So that's what the Brave Unit stands for. That's how we got our name. And that song is really, really dear to me, and it helped me to keep going when I didn't feel like going, and to be my best when I didn't feel like being my best. So that's just a little bit about me, but welcome. Hopefully by now you have listened to either, you should have a packet like this, or you should have printed one off of my website, alexandrapalace.com, and hopefully you have listened to the welcome audio that came in your packet, or you should have listened to the welcome audio that's on my website. And if you haven't, I want you to stop this right now, just pause it and go listen to that welcome audio, and then come back so that we can actually go through this and do it the right way, because everything in Mary Kay, one of the easiest things about Mary Kay, I'll say, is that everything's kind of laid out for you step by step by step, but you don't want to skip any steps, and skipping steps really can make things not run smoothly, and you cannot do things the right way. And why would you want to do something and not do it the right way? So just take the time to listen to that audio. Don't worry about it. Just pause this and come back. But for those of you, if you've already listened to this, then let's get going. All right. So if you're watching this, it's probably because you're far away and I couldn't meet with you in person or talk with you on the phone. But I love to do everything face to face. That's just the kind of person that I am, because I like to meet people and see them, and I want them to know my heart and know that when I'm speaking to them is very genuine and totally sincere. So, but this welcome packet is pretty amazing. The first thing in here is just our welcome page, and it just like a little tells you a little bit about us and me, and has important information on it that you might need someday, like our unit number and that kind of stuff. But the first thing in here is a checklist. I'm such a checklist person. I love checklists. They help me. I really think that they'll help you with your business too. And I love to give away prizes. So in here is your first checklist, and you can get a prize every time you turn one of these into me. So let's just go through these together real quick. The first thing is I want you to start to dream again. Dreaming is so important in this business. I want you to have goals and dreams, and they're really just quite important to me. Decide what you want out of your business. What are your long and short-term goals? And I want you guys to write all this stuff out. Like, get a spiral notebook. You can get them at the dollar store, and just have that, and that you can constantly write down your dreams. So that's the first thing. So you can check that off when you're ready to do that. And of course, you want to know how many hours you want to devote to your business. Number two, read through all the information in this packet and make sure that you've listened to we've talked about that, orientation CD. And then we can call and have an orientation as well. Then go to Mary Kay InTouch and create your password. So hopefully you guys have already done that, because that's like one of the first things you should do to start your business. And going over the Silver Wing Scholar program is really such an integral part of starting your business and getting it off to a really, really good start. Mary Kay's training is incomparable. It's that good. It's really, really pretty amazing. And then I want you guys to download the Voxer app on your smartphone. Hopefully most of you have a smartphone, and this is my smartphone. Oh, it's kind of hard to see, but this is the Voxer app right here, and it's just my way of being able to communicate with you. It's a free app, and I can leave group messages, group training messages daily. I do that. And then I can also communicate with you one-to-one. We can either voice communicate or we can text. And I love it for voice communication because I drive a lot, and it's just a good way for me to be able to talk to you and talk to you quickly. All right. So the next thing is you want to mark your calendar to attend your local weekly success meetings. So if you're watching this, you may not be local to me, and I will have set you up with a sales director in your area that's going to adopt you and take really good care of you. So that's really important as well. And you want to attend those weekly success meetings. They're called success meetings for a reason. You will be more successful if you attend a weekly meeting. And we'll go over that a little bit more throughout here. And then definitely go to thepinkplan.com and come up with a business plan for yourself. You'll be so glad that you did. The next thing is you want to definitely make your contact list of 50 or more people. And then the next two things I'm going to go over with you individually when we're going over with you separately as we go through the sheets. One of the most important things in your packet is the next thing. It's kind of your bio. It's your profile sheets. This is so important to me. I want to know about you. If you're far away from me, I would love for you to mail these to me, and I could always just text you or email you my address, but I want these. This is how I get to know you, what you want to put into the business, what you want out of it, how I can help you best. And really, this helps me with your hopes and dreams, and sometimes you might forget them, and this helps me to have a way to remind you what they are and ask you, hey, is this still why you're doing this business, and is this still why you want to do this business, or have your goals and how's your why changed? So this is super important to me, like I think the most important thing in your packet, so make sure that you get it to me. All right, weekly, monthly, and all other types of success events. So weekly, we meet here locally in Lexington at the Racket Club. In your area, you want to make sure that you're going to a weekly success event, because what's going to happen is there's recognition every week. You definitely want to get recognition just for even showing up, and it's really pretty amazing. Most people don't go to work and get clapped for and get cheered for just for being there, just for doing what they should do anyway. It's kind of amazing that that's kind of, I guess, a camaraderie. I'm not sure if I'm saying the right word, but it's something that we've created, and it's pretty amazing. So I want you to be able to go to something like that in your area as often as possible, and I really recommend going on a weekly basis. You'll get training, you'll get recognition, and it's a place where you can bring guests and practice on them. And it's also a place where you can potentially recruit new team members, which is really, really, really important for you to grow your business if that's something that you want. So just kind of go through this. I'm sure most people's agendas are about the same as ours. So you just want to kind of look through this here where it talks about weekly success meetings. And then when it talks about consultant training, we do consultant training every week at our Girls Night Out. We have different consultant training, but I have new consultant training online at my website at www.alexandrapalos.com. There's 3 different trainings. There are printable trainings. We have these. There's 3 of them, and there's a video that goes along with each one of them that will really help you. I highly recommend that you go through these trainings. They're worth the time, and if you really want to be successful at your business, you'll take the time to do them. So those are some trainings. I also have CDs available. If you want training CDs, I'll be more than happy to send them to you. And then audio training online, of course, on my website, there's a lot of training, and that would be under the new consultants tab, and then look for the training tab. And then also, like I talked to you about in the beginning, the Silver Wings training program is amazing. We have some annual events. We've already had 2 this year. We've already had our January Jumpstart. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that because this is a video, and who knows when you're going to be watching it. But we have one every January, and that's our January Jumpstart. I highly recommend that you attend it. It's just for our national area. And then and that's usually in Covington, Kentucky. The second one that we have is Career Conference, and it depends on where you live. You could either attend the ones that we will be going to, or you can attend one that's closer to you. But that's something that's put on by the company, and it is excellent, and you definitely want to go to that. The next thing that happens is Seminar. Seminar is in July of every year, and you want to go. That is the most amazing experience you can ever have. That's something that's put on by Mary Kay Corporate. It is in Dallas, Texas. You get to go see headquarters. You also get to go through our shipping centers, our distribution centers. You get to meet the people that do all of our distribution. They are so happy to see you. When you also, during the days, you can meet all of the scientists that work on our products and develop our products. There's training for you that is unbelievable. And then, of course, the classes are amazing, and all the other stuff that goes along with it will blow your mind. I can't even describe it to you. I think it's critical and crucial to go to that. Now, nothing is mandatory in Mary Kay, but I always say that people that go up, or that people that show up, go up. And then Fall Advance, that's usually every October. And it's usually somewhere different. For 2014, it's going to be in French Lick, Indiana. We're going to have a really, really good time at that resort. All right. The next thing is your contact list. You want to try to make a contact list of at least 50 people. Now, I want you to think about it this way. If you were going to be getting married, who would you invite? That's pretty much who your contact list should be. So I'm sure that most of you can come up with 30 to 50 people, if not more. And so I'm sure you can do that. And that's how we're going to help you get going on your business. We'll talk about that personally after that. Then these are just a few little things here. Welcome to the Brave Unit. I always go through this because it's just really, really important. Mary Kay is such a different, we have such a different philosophy than most places, I would say, in the world. We always say that if it isn't positive, it's negative, so don't bother saying it. If you're going to show up at your best. You know, Mary Kay Ash always asks that we wear a dress or a skirt whenever we do anything that represents our company, because people do look at you differently when you're wearing a skirt or a dress. People give you more respect, hands down, 100%. I can attest to that. I actually had a lady stop me going into the grocery store the other day to tell me how classy I looked and to thank me for taking such good care of myself and for respecting myself so much that I would be dressed so nicely. And she said it's such a shame that women don't do that very often anymore. And it really was such a nice thing to have somebody say to you just out of the blue. But it really is important. I just ask that you go through this and that you read each one of these things. A lot of it is just about being on time, putting your best foot forward, and respecting others when they're speaking, and just really thinking about what comes out of your mouth before it comes out of your mouth. All right, we're going to talk about inventory. Hopefully you have gone through this Ready, Set, Sell inventory, and if you haven't, hopefully you have taken the time to go through a business power plan. Both of these items will help you figure out what type of inventory you need. And that really comes down to what it is that you want from your business. Now, there's always very different people that come into this business. Some people come into the business and they might be what we call a hobby consultant or a personal use consultant, where they are wanting to get a personal discount or to just service themselves and their friends and their family. And that's okay. It's not something that I encourage people to do, but I know some people, that's how they get started, and some people, you know, I was kind of like that person, and look where I am now. But I really think that I was able to see a bigger picture once I sat down with my sales director and figured out what it was that I really wanted. And so there are several different levels in Mary Kay, and there is a little test in here that I'll always have people go through. And if you haven't done it yet, I would like for you to just to pause this and take the time and go through this, okay? So go ahead and do that now if you haven't done it. And if you haven't done the business power plan, I'd like you just to pause this and go through that now, all right? All right, great. So one of the most amazing things about our company is they're always trying to set us up for success. This is pretty amazing. The Ready, Set, Sell catalog tells you all the different packages that are available with Mary Kay and the free product bonuses that you can get. Now, if you choose to get product within the first 2 weeks of signing up for Mary Kay, they're going to give you $118 worth of free product. It's called your custom look. So this look is made just for you, which I think is absolutely amazing. So what you do is on your Mary Kay In Touch page, there's a little button that says create your custom color look right now. And what they do is they come up with this whole look that's just for you. So you actually get those 3 eyeshadows, the blush, the compact, you get a lipstick, a lip gloss, you get a lip liner, an eyeliner, and some mascara, and all the other little goodies that come up for it. It's $118 retail value, and it's a gift just for you for starting off your business on the right level. And so that's if you do a $600 order or more. And you also at the $600 level get some really, really great stuff. You're going to get another $117 worth of free product. You're going to get a microdermabrasion set, as well as a firming eye cream and a travel roll-up bag and 2 extra mirrors. Now, what I want to say about this $600 set is that that's kind of a personal use set. For somebody that is a personal use consultant, that's probably their own product for about a year, maybe not quite a year, but that's probably enough for them and maybe a couple friends and family for the year. Now, the reason why I really encourage never doing less than a $600 is because it's enough for one party. It's about enough for you to go out there and do one really good party, maybe 2. You wouldn't really have much to do for people, but you'd have enough for maybe 1 to 2 parties. At this level, I find that people hit a wall of frustration because there's not very much that you can get. Now, this is not the exact order of what you would get. You can pick any $600 worth of product. But what I find with people at this level and below is that, you know, of course they're not going to have everything that people need. And people are going to come in and they're going to be like, oh, but I want this. Do you have this? And they see that you have some other products, but you don't have theirs. Now you have to turn around and you've got to reorder that. Well, guess what? You have to pay $9.75 every time you order something, whether it's a mascara or whether it's $5,000 worth of product. It just doesn't matter. You're going to pay that same shipping cost no matter what. And so I just don't think that's smart. I'm just going to be really honest with you and say, why would you do that? That's just not real smart. But, you know, if the other thing is, Mary Kay guarantees all of this. They're guaranteeing your business. You have a 10%, 10% is all you could potentially ever lose on your business because Mary Kay guarantees this by 90%. And this is an investment. You're not going into debt with your Mary Kay business. You're investing in your Mary Kay business. You get a return on your investment with Mary Kay. Like college, you don't necessarily always get a return on your investment with college. You've invested hundreds, sometimes of thousands of dollars and tens of thousands of dollars on a college education, yet you may never get a return on that investment, or it can take you a lifetime to get that return on that investment back. But with Mary Kay, you get a return on your investment immediately, which is something that I really love. Now, the $1,200 level, you can get a little more product, you can get some more things, and then you get an extra $223 in free product. You get to get the microdermabrasion set and the Firming Eye Cream, as well as you get to choose one set of one of these bonus bundles, which is pretty amazing. These bonus bundles are very valuable. And so you just choose one of those bundles, whatever you think is best for your demographic, and that's something that you and I can go over together. And they just kind of go up. The next level is an $1,800 level. Now, I say that's pretty much for somebody who really wants to work Mary Kay like a real part-time job. So like if you hire, you're going to put in like 5 to 8 hours a week in your Mary Kay business, and you're going to hold 1 to 2 parties a week, you're definitely going to want a minimum of the $1,800 level, because you can pretty much get all the skincare, at least one of every skincare that you need, and some color. Okay, so I really recommend that. Now, if you're a little more serious, like I was a little more serious than that when I started my business, I did the $2,400 level, and I recommend the $3,600 level for people who really want to do this full time. If you want to earn a free car and you want to maybe become a sales director, I recommend anything above the $2,400 level. The $2,400 down is really more part-time, but you still want to make some good money with Mary Kay. And we can talk about that a little bit more individually. Now, some of you might be wondering about financing for your Mary Kay business. If you're in a state that has a Fifth Third Bank, they're pretty amazing. They can generally get you a 0% interest card and get it to you the same day or the next day. They can get you approved and give you your number. Generally, we work with somebody specific that's on here with Fifth Third, and you can call them and they can get you that going. If not, I also have some other ways to help you get financed. You can talk to me personally about that as well. But I really do want you to go over your business power plan. This can help you figure out exactly how that you can get financed, and figure out what it is that you want to do with your business and how you're going to work your business and what's going to be the best thing. But I love this page where it says you can't open a store with just one can of tomatoes. Let's face it, you guys, nobody really goes to Sephora or Macy's or Dillard's. Nobody goes to these stores and expects somebody to tell them at the clinic counter, hey, come back in 7 to 10 days and I'll have your product for you. Honestly, you might forget about it. You might change your mind, or you might go somewhere else and go to some place that has that product for you. So I just really want to encourage you to think about this from a business standpoint and a business point of view, and an abundance mentality instead of like a scared mentality. Fear really is not something that works real well in these scenarios, and it's not going to do you really any good. Most people, women buy on impulse, and they like to buy when something is right there, and generally they'll spend 2 to 3 times more when they know that they can go home with it today. And I'm just going to take this and show you a picture real quick of my inventory. That's my inventory. It may not look like a whole lot, but that's probably close to 5,000 or more worth of inventory. Yeah, 5,000 or more. But you guys, I'm running a real business. This is how I support my family, and people need to be able to have things and go home with them immediately. My customers know that I always have what they need, and so they call me all the time, and I take really good care of them. When I come, people sit behind me at the dining room table, and we do a party, and my product is right here, and they get so excited. It's like a kid in a candy store, and they get to go home with everything. It's the best way for you to run your business. So we can talk about that more in person. I would love to talk to you about that. We can talk about it over the phone, or we can meet in person to go that. And then after you're done with that, I really want you to go through checklist number 2, and then checklist number 3, and checklist number 4. Those are the best things that you can do for your business to get them off to a great success. And again, I really look forward to working with you and getting to know you better. And I recommend that if you're concerned more about the inventory, that you listen to the welcome audio one more time. It really lays everything out for you, and the importance of having inventory and running this like it is a real business. And I just want you to know I'm here for you. You can never bother me. You can't ask me too many questions. I love questions. Smart people ask questions. And again, welcome to the Brave Unit. We're so happy to have you.